Welcome, welcome. I'm Stevie C, and welcome to our save, which is no longer the Lions of Mongolia, but we are at Al Arabi. The club is based in Jordan in the second tier of the Jordanian system, and we're going to be that at some point in this season we can find ourselves promoted to the top division. We're currently 3 games into the season, so quite early on. There are only 26 games in the season, but we are currently sitting in sixth place with a win and two draws, yet to be beaten. But we are sort of like struggling to break teams down, getting plenty of chances, but not scoring, which is quite a common problem, to be fair, with Football Manager. I think a lot of people go through these lean times where the players can't seem to score. And we're just in that sort of situation at this moment in time. So we're going to try and work on getting ourselves into a position where we are winning a little bit more than we are losing. That's the important bit. At the moment, the challenge is to finish top half of the table. So as long as we're in the top seven, I'm happy. We're just in the process of moving between games, 5 days till the next game. So there's not a massive amount to tell you about the team other than we signed Purev from our team in Mongolia, and whilst he's nothing exceptional in the squad, he is getting game time, and that is something. So he's currently on the bench, as you can see. He's massively underrated for me. For he's 19 years old, so he has got to sort of like develop really quickly. If he wants to compare to, for example, our Ayman Ghazi, who has started off really well. He scored 5 goals in non-competitive games, and he's already got a couple of goals. One of them an absolute pearler, an absolute worldie. So he's currently at the moment our first choice in that attacking midfield role. But Purev will be knocking at the door if he gets the opportunities. It was a bit of a shame leaving the Lions. It was a bit of a heart wrenching thing. We created such a good side there, but it is a journeyman save, and we had to bite the bullet. 3 years in, 2 league titles, and we finally got offered a professional job here at Al Abri. Ironically, we were part time getting paid £300 a week. We're now full time getting paid £430 a week. So it's hardly a big increase. We have sorted out all of our staffing deficiencies that we had at the start of this save when we came to Al Arabi. But yeah, we've sorted out the staff, players. We've got them all. Apart from we're just waiting till January when we will get whatever his name is. It's got out of my head. Mm. Bit of water, and I remembered it. Gambat from also from the Lions. So the wonder kid who came through the ranks, again he won't be particularly brilliant here, but he's coming along for sentimental reasons as much as anything. But he will get some appearances, so he doesn't need to worry about whether he's going to play or not. He's definitely going to get some. So we've got a couple of players coming back from injury who we can move into the squad today, which will make us a little bit stronger. We have lost one of our right right-sided strikers, so that is a bit of a pain, but so here we are. We're in the team selection. So it's Al Khatib. He wants to be there. Why have we not got a player selected there? Have we had a player stolen from us, or has something happened? That's a bit weird. I'm just going to go back and look at my messages, see if I've missed something. It's like a player's left. Can't see anything. Well, that was weird, but we'll have to uh, we'll have to just bite the bullet with that and say we don't know what's gone on. Messages from work at this time of night. How bad's that? Right. So we're going to keep the team the same pretty much. Mansour here, it looks like he's got a bad average rating, but he's played basically one game and got sent off. So that's the reason he's got the bad rating. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. He's definitely our best right back at the moment, but it's just how it worked in the first game of the season. So we are the team in white with the red socks, and I think usually we are. Yes, we are. I had to ask a question then because they had a player the same name as ours, but although I'm still not convinced. Yeah, so we have. Here comes Ghazi. He's the one who is likely to score for us. So we've got a goal very, very quickly. It came to Al-Abri. I was a little bit distracted, admittedly, but no flow, charging through, slots it home, and we lead 1-0. What a start. Wasn't expecting that quick a start to the live stream. So Salim for them had quite a nice little flick through the legs there as he passed it on. So Albita with his lovely red hair plays it to no flow. Yassine Albita running on, running on. Where's he going to put it? He takes a shot when we probably wanted him to pull it across to the far post. That is one of the instructions that they have got, to cross it to the far post. But unfortunately, you can't stop these guys shooting sometimes. So a long kick forward from the goalkeeper. A good header out, Yassine, Alya and Ghazi. Plays it out to Mansour, who's overlapping on the right. He's pulled it inside to Al-Abri, who goes for goal, I assume. But it wasn't a very impressive shot at all. So again, we're absolutely bossing the shot numbers, but we're not pulling away with the goals. That is sort of like a theme with this tactic. So we are going to have to just keep an eye on it. Maybe there's a little tweak or two that we can make with the tactic just to see whether, we could perhaps bring it down to balance, maybe. Al-Abri, I think he's gone to slow it across, and Alpha Corey has gone and obliged and stuck it in the back of the net for us to save our strikers the trouble of having to do so. Al-Abri is one of our few signings, and he does look a good one, if I'm honest. And as he went to play it straight across the 6-yard line, Fakori was very kind. Very kind. We'll take that every day of the week. So 2-0. No flow. Picks up the ball. Ghazi gives it to Al-Abri, who plays it back to Ghazi, who's through again. That was a real opportunity for Ghazi, and he didn't put it away. So Zubi has got our keeper in all sorts of trouble. It's an open goal, and we've allowed them straight back in. That was really disappointing goalkeeping. I don't know what Sokon was doing then. He just lay down on the floor and let himself get beaten. He came out when he shouldn't have done, slid into nowhere, and left them really struggling. And in fairness to them, they kept pretty composed and slotted it home. But disappointing goal to concede. So no flow. Straight from the kickoff. Yassine, Alya, and no flow with a header, which didn't go in the right direction. Mohamed Nasri is the goalkeeper for... I forgot what the name of this team is. I did look at the start, but it's gone. We have still got to learn all the names of the players, never mind the teams in this league. It is got to take a bit of time. It did, of course, with the Lions, and we may have to do more nicknames on the way as well. They're a little bit easier to say, some of these names. And the counter-attack was on them, but I think we've got it quelled now. So Al-Abri, Ghazi, back. Ghazi's through again. He can't miss this time. Surely he has. I think he's consigned himself to be replaced at half-time for Purev, because he has missed some sitters. Well, 2 to be exact. But I like the way we're creating the chances. It is reminiscent of the Lions team. We are playing a slightly more conservative strikerless tactic, but we are playing more positive as well, I suppose. So I'm going to take Ghazi off just because I do want to give Purev plenty of opportunities. We have another striker as well who's going to get some time when we play a different tactic. He's 6'5", so he's going to be my big boy who can hopefully head the ball in. But it's worth saying that the guys who we've got on the wings are actually pretty tall guys, so they are able to come and create quite a lot of challenges for other teams, because when the ball's crossed to the far post, Purev's come on and got injured and just decided it all for us that we are going to the other tactic, because unfortunately that injury means that we are going to have to do it. I think everybody else is in the right positions. That's one thing just to double check. One thing I have seen is that Mansour is on a yellow card again, so we'll save us having the risk of him getting sent off. We'll make that change too. Just hope we don't get an injury now, because I mean, that's bad news for Purev, isn't it? He'd only just come on, the poor lad. Not the recall onto the live streams that I was hoping for with Purev. I was hoping for that Badman Yambugi, or whatever his name is, chance that we could put out, but we can't do it. He's got injured. So we need to be getting this ball in the air. If you watch this short corner routine we've got now, it's been creating a couple of chances, but I haven't seen a score from it yet. So no flow, charging in. See, once again, we created a good chance, and it's because we've got all the tall players to the far side of the penalty box, keeping all the defenders over that way, and then it gives space for the short corner and the guys to run into. And it is creating quite a few chances. We haven't stuck any of those chances away yet, to my memory, but at least we have a tactic which looks like it could work as we get more accustomed to it. Oh, excuse me. So we've managed to sneak a win now. I mean, we were by far the better team, but I would say that we probably should have scored more goals than what we actually did. So I'll take that. Good result. And we are 2-1. So thankfully, Purev is not a massively bad injury. It's only a couple of weeks out. So we're praising Al-Abri. What for? What did he do? I think he must have been creative. I don't know. Didn't really pick him out as the key player, if I'm honest. Oh, man, I'm knackered already, and I haven't even started today. Bani Yassin gets a wage hike. So we do have 19 players who are out of contract. So we are going to have to sort of like discuss with some of them. So this one, we definitely want to trigger his extension. Contract, trigger extension. So that gives us an extra year with him. Any more got an extension? No. So Sokan's the only concerning one, because he's not going to sign another deal with us, which is annoying, because he is like a superb keeper, really, in terms of his numbers. Compared to what we've been playing with the Lions, he is going to be a good keeper. I think he's a good keeper at any level, to be honest. When I say any level, I mean to do with Jordan, obviously. It's an interesting country. The setup seems reasonably good. The teams are generally professional. There are some semi-professional teams, but at least players, when they're getting transfer offers, it's for actual money rather than just being able to offer them a contract. So Alya's now injured as well. We're not doing very well with injuries. That's one thing I'd say in this team, is we've had a lot of little niggly injuries. So Ittihad Ramtha is our next team that we play. So no Purev. What a disaster. Get my old YouTube back up and live so I can see that that's working. And off we go again. Where are Ittihad Ramtha in the league? Near the bottom at the moment. Hopefully this is a team that we can beat. So we've got a defender who is out on international duty. So we just need to check on, have we picked the best player for replacement? Yeah, I think that's him. Again, he's not very tall, but Rawabda and 11 pace for that guy is good. Purev is injured, so we'll put, who do we put? It'll have to be the goalkeeper, I suppose. And then we've got Alya has a bit of an injury, so have we got somebody who can replace him? I think it'd have to be Ahmed, and we'll have to swap Ahmed and Katin over, I suppose. For next match only, we're going to have him as a playmaker. We'll go as an advanced playmaker. And this guy can go as a halfback. Yeah, we probably don't want him as a deep line playmaker if he's more of a defender than he is a passer of the ball. So off we go, and into the 5th game of the season. I was about to get excited that we might be in with a highlight, but as soon as the ball was played through, the highlight ended, so we'll just pretend it never happened. 7 minutes in. And Ittihad are bringing the ball forward. Good tackle from Albeita. Leaves no flow. Charging down the wing. Nobody's coming to him, so he's able to charge straight in, but it's a pretty tame effort straight at the keeper. So, Here comes the short corner routine, and nobody's coming out to him at the moment. Here we go, here we go. Go on, finish. Oh, what a goal, and that's direct from the corner. Benny Yassin with a superb finish. And that is 1-0. And I mean, I thought the chance was going to go. To be honest, I thought he was going to run inside the... Well, what a finish that is. Keeper maybe was stood in the wrong place, but definitely take that. Bani Yassim is actually one of our key players. I think if we were to lose him this season, it would be an absolute nightmare to replace. I mean, what a finish that was, though. It was brilliant. So Albeita with a throw. Beni Yassim again in a dangerous position. He's not going to go for the shot this time. Beni Yassim, well, that was a great ball through to No Flow, and No Flow has tucked it home. And safe Beni Yassim is running the show. Absolutely running the show. But they haven't had a shot yet, have they? As Khatib with a free kick in a dangerous area. He's gone for goal, but just tucked it wide of the post. So, Mansour plays the ball through to Al-Abri. Al-Abri, will he pull it back? No, he doesn't. He takes a shot himself. And Yassim didn't. He sort of scuffed it into the ground, so probably was the reason that it didn't go in. But then Al-Abri's got through a ball from Ghazi, and Ghazi gets the assist. Al-Abri the goal. 3-0. This could be quite an expansive scoreline, the way things are going. Nice little 1-2 between Al-Abri and Ghazi. Very static defence we were up against, and we've taken full... what's the word? It's gone out of my head. So Albeita brings the ball forward. Bani Yassin. We've lost the ball, and we're now caught out at the back. Jaber charging through, but he's put the ball over the bar. Oh, Ghazi's injured. Poor Ghazi. Now, Mohammed, you're coming on. In possession, you need to go target forward. Out of possession. Centre forward, outlet. So he's got to be the guy that we aim for. He's only a young guy. He's only about 17, but he's very tall, and hopefully he's going to be a player for the future. Who, at the moment, we're playing a strikerless formation, so he is only going to be getting substitute appearances. But this is a good opportunity for him to at least get himself off the mark, because this is a poor defence that we're up against. So Shady Foot gives it to Adwan and Shabul, passing it around at the back. The ball is launched forward, but it's dealt with. Mansour gives it to Khatib. No Flow, charging forward with it. He's got plenty of space in the middle. He's gone and chipped the keeper. Somehow, he's put it wide. Should have scored then. I can understand the keeper saving it, but not missing when you clean through like that. So we roll it out from the back. Starting to build. We've got long forward to no flow. Just watching young Mohammed, and he's a little bit slow in his positioning here. But he's in a good position there, and no flow is not. Well, according to this, Mohammed's just come on, but he was already on there. So we're into the 70th minute. Keeping my eye on the fitness levels of the players. There's a good ball in. That's unlucky for them. Etihad nearly got a headed goal. And to be honest, that is the way to beat our defence, is to put the ball nice and high and let your big players tower over our little defenders. Time is ticking away here. Just looking at the players who are tired. Al-Baita's tired. So we can certainly give him a rest. And Al-Abri has actually picked up a knock. So hopefully that's nothing serious. Because I have to say the injuries we've been getting in this team is horrendous. They're all little short injuries, but there's just been so many of them, it's ridiculous. So Al-Abri should have squared it, and they're just not crossing it. We'd have had 5 or 6 goals if we'd have been crossing these balls. So Alya gives it to Mohammed. Flow. I mean, Mohammed's got no run in him, has he? He's just a big, tall, lanky dude. So we've won 3-0. It was all done very early. So well done. That was a good win. I'm happy with the result. I just think we could have put them really to the sword and really boosted our goal difference. We're currently sat in second place. We have a game over a lot of the teams, so we won't read too much into that yet. But it's been a good start. So unfortunately, we've lost Ghazi for quite a while, and Al-Abri just for a couple of days. So we're running out of players here, aren't we? So if we look at the squad, I mean, is Purev likely to be back for our next game? Because if he is, he'll be getting a start. So it's 5 days till we play Shabab Nazl. Shabab Nazl, where are they sitting? Oh, it's a cup game actually. Who are they then? Are they in our league or not? information, no data, no data. So they're from the lower leagues, and so we haven't got to worry about them in terms of their ability. We might give one of our other tactics a run out for this cup game. I mean, the injuries are just extreme. Literally extreme. What are you doing to my players? I do want to have a quick look at the tactics and see if we can make them a little bit more potent. No, we didn't want to click on that. We want to click on the position, don't we? Player instructions. So we'll go for shoot less often. On that and go back. And cross from the byline. Okay, so I think that's good instructions for him. So we'll do exactly the same for this dude. So it was shooting, shoot less often. And crossing strategy. No, that's not it. That cross from byline. And they're the two instructions that we're going to put for them. If we go to the team instructions now, we probably want to discourage long shots if we're not already doing it. So progress through shots from distance, discourage. So not that one. So overlap both flanks we want because we've got wing backs there, so we do want to probably do that anyway. And crossing style. I think for the most part we want it along the ground. I mean, we've got a 6'5" player, so when he's playing, maybe we want it in the air, but just for now. I mean, if you look at this, we are financially in quite a bit of trouble. We're going to have a really good cup run, I think. So, looking at the contracts and when they expire. I mean, can you believe that this guy's only 17? I think we need to get. He's got an extension. Enter contract. Breakthrough prospect. Finalize. Negotiate. Can we get longer than 2 years? Can we add optional an add clause? Contract extension after. So if we do that and we offer him 200, oh, that's a loyalty bonus, but you could have 200 for that anyway. Might just see if he'll do that. A good offer he's happy with. I mean, for me, I'm happy with that because we've got him for 4 years. Assuming we get promoted. But, you know, he looks a really good little player. I don't suppose he'll consider a contract. So that'll be a shame if we lose our beta, but we can't force people to stay. Right, so Ghazi's injured. Purev is fit to play, so I might give him a go. Even though he's injured, I might give him the start. Then we've got to find our best defender now. So Hasanat is 6'3", 7 pace. Odwan is 11 pace, but only 5'9". I'm going to try Odwan because we are sort of like, oh, he's on international duty. Oh my word, what are you trying to do to me? So Aquaman's got to be on the bench but injured. That's the only way we can do this. So hopefully Purev can limp around on his twisted ankle and find us a goal. He's against a slightly lower able opposition, so we'll have to give him a go. I just noticed my camera's not working, is it? Funny how every time I launch OBS, I have to do this. So there we are, we're back. Hello, I've been gesturing to you all this time and you've not even been seeing me. So we'll be alright until it freezes again like it keeps doing. Oh, it's doing the flickering again, isn't it? I think we'll do without it. So, would be nice to have me on there, but for some reason OBS is playing up. So, I'll have to leave without it. So, we're against the nasals. Something to do with the nose, I suppose. Al-Bater. Purev was in there, but wasn't going to jump for that on his twisted ankle. Ahmed gives it out to Mansour. Mansour and Khatib, good 1-2. Mansour gives it to Al-Abri. Al-Abri charges in, flicks it to the far post, and Flo heads it. Suspicion it went over the line, but they're not giving it, so... So, a good cross. Al-Abri. Mansour's picked it up as they attempted to clear it. Swings in the cross. And Al-Bater picks it back up. Ahmed. Al-Khatib. And Purev gives it to Al-Abri. Al-Abri's through and was forced to save from Suleiman. But he should have scored, really. I mean, they've not given us any sign that they're going to be a threat, have they? So, we're going very attacking. Hopefully it won't come back to bite us, but I just think that if we just really go for it for maybe 20 minutes or so, and then we'll go to balanced for the rest of the game, regardless of what's happening. So no flows, charging through, great ball through, and there's the first goal. So Bani Yassin with the ball through and no flow. That's what I mean about Bani Yassin. He is a really good little player. And I think him and Khatib, really, we're going to build the team around them if we can. And we could even have, whatever his name is, Gantab, or I forgot his name again. Gandam. Gandat, that's it. I've got it. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name already. There's Purev. Limping around. But nobody's coming to him, so he just keeps going forward. He's gone for goal. Not really what we've been asking you to do, Purev. He's on a 7.3 though, so he's playing quite well. So Al-Bater with his red head. Hassanat. Khatib, Mansour, great ball over to Al-Abri. Al-Abri with a goal at his mercy, and somehow he has missed it again. Al-Abri's having a shocker. Here comes our special corner routine. Purev charging in. Purev, go for it. Purev! Oh! In fairness, great save by the keeper. So Al-Khatib, Ahmed, Purev, no flow. Comes out to Mansour, back to Ahmed, to Bani Yassin. Gives it to no flow, who turns and runs in. And he's hit the post. Purev did not anticipate that at all. Al-Bater gives it to Ahmed, gives it to Yassin, Purev. And somebody took a shot, it was wild and over. Look at that, 18 shots in, they're not even in half time yet. So we'll drop back to defensive. Go to the opposite. Al-Abri's at the far post. I mean, he should have had 3 goals by now. So things are going well, but we'll start the second half on defensive and see what happens. So a long ball forward. Mansour wins the header, gives it to Al-Abri. Bani Yassin finds no flow. He's found Purev. I think he's offside. He's tucked it away, but I thought he was offside. We were hopeful. I mean, Purev's got an 8. So he's obviously playing well, even if he's not getting the goal. Back to positive for the final parts of this match. The only one I'd say it hasn't particularly impressed today is Al-Abri. We're going to take him off. And, yeah, we'll put Majali on. And Beta doesn't seem to be able to last a full match, does he? Must be the red hair that does it. Very tiring wearing red hair. So Bani Yassim and Khatib. Purev, no flow. And look at that, it's been on for a few minutes and Al-Majali has scored already. Scored a few goals in pre-season friendlies. And really that is this game sewn away for me, and I'm going to go very attacking to see if we can just get a few more goals. Oh, no flow, wins the ball back. And then gives it back to them. Don't quite know what he was doing there. It's a long highlight that doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Majali's won the ball back again. He's been brilliant since coming on. Mansour plays Majali in again. He pulls it back to Purev. And Badman Yambugi Purev. And there it is. We got to do the shout. He's had a superb game. And finally gets his reward. Majali was very close to being offside, it has to be said. But he pulled the ball back nicely, which is what we've been asking these players to do. And he has done it perfectly. At 28 shots to 1. We're technically behind the XG in terms of goals. Mansour wins the ball back. Gives it to Khatib. Plays it to Majali. Majali to Purev. Back to Majali. Mansour takes it down the wing. Purev's made a good run. And is waiting and gets his second. That's Badman Yambugi Purev. And that is 2 for him and 4-0 on the day. I mean, that is fantastic, really. That's what we've been hoping for. So I know it's a cup and against a weaker team, but I'm pleased for Purev there. So we were superb again. Again, it was a weaker team, so we can't get too excited about it. We've got Banyasin potentially tied down for 4 years. That's good news. So our next game is against Ada. I'm not sure how you say their name. They are just outside the relegation zone at the moment, so hopefully we can inflict some pain on them as well. We're beginning to build up a head of steam here with terms of our results, aren't we? So a 2-1 win, a 0-0 draw, a 2-1 win, a 3-0 win, and a 4-0 win. So Adwan is still on international duty. Aquaman's back, but not really fully fit, so he can stay on the bench. Anyway, we're gonna stick with Purev as well. He seems to be back fully fit now. He got a couple of goals in the cup, so we can be pleased with that. Let's see how we get on in this game. So Ada Club. I don't know who Ada Club are. They don't appear to be that good at the moment, but there's always time for them to improve, and it's usually a good time to improve when you play against the team that is managed by a real person. So Al-Abri takes the ball down the wing. Very early days and does not really put the ball in the best place. So Khatib Purev. Purev goes out wide to Mansour, who's made a superb run. He's charging in. And the ball nearly came through to no flow. Defender Samara sticks it out. So throw in with Mansour. Gives it to Khatib, who gets it back from Mansour. And a good header. Bit of dodgy goalkeeping from Shawkat, but we now have a corner, which probably won't be a highlight. Al-Abri. Khatib. Al-Abri. Still going. Taking it to the byline. Can he pull it back? He does. No flow. And I think it actually was a shot by Al-Abri. The keeper made the save and no flow then was able to tuck it home. But that gives us the lead that we've been sort of hoping for. And we're still fairly early into the game, so we can cope with that. I think maybe even hit the post. We've got the ball back. No flow. Charging forward. No flow. Takes a shot and the keeper makes a save. Does he? No. They're going for a goal kick. Look to me like the keeper saved it. Must have imagined that. Here we come again. Al-Abri. It is one-way traffic. He gives it to Mansour. Out to Ahmed. Gives it to Mansour again. Khatib. Bani Yassin. Purev. Al-Baita. This is good play. Al-Baita charging through. Hits the post. And that was unlucky. You do feel like if we don't put one of these teams away, we're going to keep struggling. Al-Abri wins a header. I think it was offside. Mansour wins it, gives it to Al-Abri. Comes back to Ahmed, who plays the ball long. Bani Yassim, Al-Abri, Khatib, Yassim, Ahmed, no flows, picked up a knock. Of course he has. And the square to Bani Yassim, who gets yet another goal. And that is 2-0. Nice finish. Left-footed. And like I said, this scoreline could be anything if they can just get their shooting boots on properly. Muhammad Ali. He's floating like a butterfly, but he didn't sting like a bee. Sokon has got the ball, and the highlight ended. So no flow has decided he's done enough running for today and hobbled off injured. So Aquaman coming back from injury. It's called on earlier than we wanted. So Al-Khatib and Yassin linking up nicely. Al-Abri Still going, Al-Abri. Goes for goal. And not getting this, are they, where we want them to pull it back. Purev was just waiting for the tapping. Shawkat has picked up the ball. We're still not at half time yet. Can't believe how many highlights we've had. So Awad has been allowed to run at this. And look at that. They've had one chance, one highlight. And they've got a goal. I mean, our defence was shocking there. It's got to be said. So we start the second half. We are looking quite comfortable. I think I might drop it back to balance just because we do have the lead, and it's, you know, the burden of the game is on them now. They're the ones who need to get that goal. We've managed to get that clear. Bani Yassin charging forward. Still expecting the highlight to end myself. But it's not ending at any point. So Hassanat gives it to Mansour. Plays it to Khatib, and the highlight rolls on. Al-Abri has skinned his man. Cuts inside and goes for goal himself. And finally, Mohamed Al-Abri has found the goal. 3-1. Hopefully now that will stop any sort of like suggestion that we're not going to win this game. We'll drop back to cautious as well, just to give us a little bit more solidity at the back. So Bani Yassin with a free kick. He's got Purev with him, but he's gone for the far post. And that was a good effort. So Al-Baita needs to make sure that he keeps an eye on this. Hassanat does deal with the ball. I was a little bit concerned. But now Yassin gives it to Absi. Al-Absi brings it forward. He skins his man. He's very good at that. And he's gone for goal. Purev is waiting for these chances and they're just not passing it to him. So Al-Baita. Hassanat at the back. Gives it to Mansour. Mansour to Al-Absi. Al-Absi's away again. I mean, he is sensational at getting past his defence. And he does slot it home this time. It's not so much of an issue shooting if you're going to score, but he's taking so many shots out straight at the keeper that it was getting frustrated. But he's got a couple of goals today and justified the shooting that he's doing. Samara brings it through for them. And a deflected shot, which the keeper did quite well with. We're going to make a few substitutions. I'm going to bring Mohamed on for Purev. We're going to put him as a centre forward in possession. Target forward. And Majali can come on for Mansour. Mansour's a good player. I think he's been playing really well. But Majali is also quite a good player. We need to keep him happy, giving him some minutes. So it's not very often we play with a striker. But when these substitutions happen, we'll have a striker for the first time in a few games. So the substitutions have been made. So Aquaman is charging forward again. He's gone for goal. I've paused it deliberately because I want to find Mohammed and just see what he's doing. Because he wasn't very impressive with his positional play last time. He doesn't seem to have any running in him. So we're looking like we're just ticking away the minutes now. Oh, there is a highlight. And what a dodgy free kick that was. We literally just sent them away. I mean, if that had been a goal, I'd have been furious with Albeta. So a nice easy victory again. Probably again could have had more goals than we got, but we can say we're very happy with the result and the way that they've played. And let's have a look where we are. We sit with a game in hand over the team above us. If we won that game in hand, we would be top by a point. So we're doing really well. I know it's not been a massively long stream today, but I'm feeling really tired, so I'm probably going to knock it on the head now. If we just have a look at the games that we've got coming up. We go to Portal. So Sahab SC, who are one of the teams that offered me a contract. I had 5 teams offer me a contract, and they were one of the teams. Looking forward to Al Carmel, because we played them twice in friendlies and beat them 7-1 and 8-1. If you can see up here, so 7-0 and 8-1. So we'll definitely be looking forward to that game in the hope that we can continue to beat them. But at the moment, it's looking quite good, isn't it? We're doing really well with this new formation again. One that I made all by myself, and it seems to be working. I mean, if you look at that there, 11 goals in the last 3 games, 13 in the last 4. That's pretty good. We can be reasonably happy with that. So, yeah, I want to thank you, anybody who's tuned in to watch. I appreciate it. Sorry it's not a very long stream tonight, but I can only do what I can when I'm tired. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.